Hello, welcome to First Thoughts for episode 12 of Lost Season 6, Everybody Loves Hugo. First of all, apologies, there's not been any First Thoughts for the last couple of weeks. It's due to technical problems, but we are now back. Hopefully we'll be here for the rest of this fantastic final season. What a rollercoaster ride that episode was. I don't know where to start, to be honest. Perhaps near the beginning, when Alana gets blown up. To be honest, never really been a fan of Alana, so I'm not really too fussed that she's blown up, but it does make me kind of think, what was the point of her? You know, why bring this character in? I suppose it was to show them that they are candidates, which is what Ben was saying later on in the episode. But personally, I don't know. Was that her purpose? Or maybe it was meant to be foreshadowing an event that happens later on in the episode. Of course, as we go on, Hurley decides that he has to blow up the Black Rock after instruction from Michael to stop them from blowing up the plane. Which it's a shame. It's a shame not going to see the Black Rock anymore. I'm a bit disappointed about that. But there you go, you can't have everything. However, of course, it does lead us to Hurley going to see Locke, and that leads us to a big revelation, something we suspected for a while. The Whispers. Hurley knows what they are. And it's not just the black smoke, like some people have suspected. Some people were thinking it was going to be the black smoke every single time we had any weird apparition on the island, it was going to be him. But no, it turns out these are the... I don't know if it's souls or whether it's actual physical forms. Most probably souls, as only Hurley can see them. But it is the people who can't leave the island because of what they've done, because they've done something bad in their lives. So Michael, of course, killed Livy and Anna Lucia, and that's why he's not at rest. So it once again goes back to religion and the whole sort of heaven and hell thing and purgatory and everything that was suggested back in season 1. Seems a lot of that stuff is true. Of course, this also suggests that our dear old Christian Shepherd may also not be the black smoke and actually is one of these apparitions as well. We do always seem to hear whispers, I think, whenever Christian turns up. So yes, that's an interesting point. Well, there's something that is, I suppose, doesn't make sense of that. We always heard whispers whenever Walt turned up, and he wasn't dead. So, plot hole, or maybe something else is going on there. But still, fantastic to actually sort of get an answer at long last for the whole whispers. Something else that we did see, of course, the Flash Sideways are finally starting to have a purpose and come together. Desmond finds Hurley in it, and also Louis finds Hurley, and she's had the visions of Hurley, and by the end of the episode he too has the visions of her. It once again reflects the whole love idea that's going on. Love seems to be the powerful thing that's bringing the Losties together, which I don't know whether it's love that's doing it or whether it has to be something really strong in their past memory to do it, because of course the first thing that Desmond saw was actually Charlie with his hand on the window like that, so that wasn't exactly a love situation, I don't think. Unless I've missed something entirely in the whole Lost plot line. There is a love story going on between Charlie and Desmond. No. But anyway, yes, the Flash Sideways is starting to come together now, which is fantastic. It's what I've been wanting for several weeks, and at long last they're starting to all, you know, it's collapsing. That Sideways world is collapsing, and we're starting to get somewhere with it. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, John Locke, or Smokey, or whatever you want to call him, with Desmond, takes him all the way to a well. Not sure if it was the original well, I don't think it was. It was suggested that it might be a different one, I think, to the one where Locke went down and turned the donkey wheel. Or it might be the same one, I'm not sure, but the station would be with it, wouldn't it? The Orchid would be with it, so no, I think it was a different well. But basically, goes to the well with Desmondo, and without Desmond realising, pushes him over the end, and supposedly to his death. Now, that doesn't sit comfortably with me that we've not seen Desmond for like 2 seasons, pretty much, hardly, and he comes back and is killed within 2 episodes' time. I personally don't buy it. We've been told by Widmore that the island's not done with Desmond yet. And also, of course, there was the appearance of that boy again, the boy who told Locke that he couldn't kill him, supposedly referring to Sawyer the original time. This time most probably referring to Desmond. You can't kill him, the island's not done with him, so I don't buy the fact that Desmond's gone. Of course, I could be completely wrong, and he could turn out to be dead, because Lost is very good at doing surprising things like that to us. Of course, the very end of the episode suggests that Desmond does have further knowledge in the Flash Sideways timeline, because he sees Locke and realises that he must die, drives straight into him. So that suggests a theory a while ago that the Locke in the Flash Sideways world is in fact MIB and not Locke, as we've thought all along. Oh, it's so confusing, but so good at the moment, isn't it? What a fantastic show. I'll be writing a full review of this episode, Everybody Loves Hugo, up on the Swan Station later tonight. There'll be a preview tomorrow morning for the next episode, episode 13 of Lost Season 6. Not many to go now, guys. And then there'll be theories again over the weekend. Sorry there's not been many updates in the last few weeks, but hopefully it's all back to normal now. Thanks for sticking with us on the Swan Station, and I'll see you again next week. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. And good luck.